What is going on, Future Focus family? My name is George. I talk about investing on this channel, and today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and the move that it's been making. So today we're going to look at some charts, we're going to look at some news, we're going to look at some technicals, we're going to go over what the entire cryptocurrency market is doing as a whole, and we're going to discuss what should we do going forward. All right, so before we get into that, if you like content like this, we talk about anything that has to do with finance and investing on this channel. So if you like content like that, please like, please comment, please subscribe. If you want specific videos tailored to things that you are looking at individually, I am willing to do those. So just let me know in the comments below and we could get on that content. All right. As always, if you and please invest in me and like that button down below. We're going to get into all of that and more after this. All right, so we're going to get into the charts right now. What I did was I went and labeled, made some lines that are showing you some areas of strength and resistance right here. So as you can see, what we're looking at currently is the 3-month chart of Bitcoin specifically. So if you take a look here, back in November of 2023, until recently, we had this area where we were trading at or slightly below this number right here, which is 36,454. Once we broke that, this area of resistance, and we broke through here at 39,000, we immediately jumped up lately to the 44,000 range. We haven't been doing it in a lot of volume. So if we go back and we look at the 5-year chart, and this is why I labeled these areas specifically. These are some trending areas going all the way back to December of 20. We started trading in at or below this range. Now, this is an important range because one thing I want you to look at is a lot of, since we've been at this range at or below, we look at the days that we dropped down significantly, and we did that on trading days that had a lot of significant volume to the downside. That means a lot of people were trading Bitcoin, and on these red days, as you can see down here, they were net sellers. So the bears were winning this battle. Now, recently, we've had nothing but green, but it hasn't been on significant volume as we had down here. So what does this mean? This means that there's a lot of bullishness in the cryptocurrency market as of right now, and it could be a little bit of euphoria. But if you go back and look at some of the times where we had similar of trading volume, if you look down here, August of 2021, July of 2021, August of 2021. If you go back to here, we still had a lot of momentum, but eventually it was short lived. It only lasted about a few months before we came tumbling back down on days where we had some massive volume with red, as you can see here, which means the bears were winning that fight. So take a look at that. That's very important. All right, so let's go back to let's just look at a year-to-date chart. So from January 1 of 2023 till today, this is what the chart looks like. We did have some green days, some green momentum where we were, trading high, and we rode that high. And then some days where we had some bearishness momentum, we still didn't plummet. So that's obviously good to look at. But we did have a trading range down here at 25,000, and we were in that for about 6 months. All right, so we were in this trading range here for about 6 months, whereas this small trading range here, we weren't even in it. We were in it for about 6 weeks. So you can see the difference there, 6 months compared to 6 weeks here. All right, so that's very important. But let's go ahead and take a look at some news that's going on. So Bitcoin is building on its upward momentum with a flagship cryptocurrency topping 44,000 for the first time since April 2022 on Tuesday. We just saw that on the chart. The price of Bitcoin was last higher by more than 4% to 43,794. So We actually passed that. All right. So we went over 44,000. Today's gains bring Bitcoin up more than 160% for the year. Either Ether was higher by 1.6% on the day. Bitcoin has been reaching new highs more frequently over the past several weeks. It broke through 40,000 over the weekend for the first time since April 2022. And why is this all happening? So the cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Bitcoin Cash have also rallied. The growth has largely been fueled by the massive inflows to crypto investment funds, which CoinShare reports have ratcheted up to a record 1.76 billion, representing the 10th consecutive week of investments in this range. It feels that this was a year to get ready for the bull run that is yet to come, but the sentiment is very hopeful for next year. So a lot of people are predicting that 2025 is going to be a big year for the cryptocurrency market. And with that said, that means, Bitcoin is going to be the ruler of that. In November of 2021, Bitcoin famously apexed at the price of almost 69,000, and investors are hoping to see the world's largest crypto climb back up to that level in the coming year. Does that mean it's going to happen? No. Nothing goes up in a straight line for sure, but can it happen? Yes, it can, because it had happened before. But also know that when it happened before, there was a lot of liquidity in the market, which meant there was a lot of money in the market because rates were so low. Now that rates have been going up as the Federal Reserve tries to battle inflation, now we are getting a lot of less money in the system, which is called quantitative tightening. We're making the economy tighter. We're taking a lot of the excess money out of the system, which means there's not as much money to go into things such as risk assets. However, in the past year, the crypto markets buffeted multiple high profile implosions, including the dissolution of FTX, the Terra Luna algorithm stablecoin, and Three Arrows Capital. I think that once you get the speculative phase out of the way, which I think we're almost done with, probably not yet completely done, then you can get real builders focusing on the technology and the problems that can solve the world rather than having a giant digital casino for people to trade, which is a great point. So now let's go look at this is CoinMarketCap right here. We're going to look at some of the biggest coins in the market right now. One of the reasons I like CoinMarketCap is because if there's coins you haven't seen, like you'll see uh, things on here, and we'll get into that a little bit. But so this is on CoinMarketCap right here. We have Bitcoin obviously at the top with the largest market cap, almost back at a trillion. We have Ethereum up here, over 271. Um, not looking too shabby in its own right. Um, in the last 7 days, Bitcoin is up 16.99%. Ethereum is up 11.35%. One of the ones we talk about a lot on this channel is Cardano. Cardano is at 43 cents. In the next, while this run is still going, I predict that Cardano is going to reach 60%. Back in 2021, 60% was a trading range that Cardano was at for a long time. And I think that it'll reach it in the next few months and it'll stay there. And that'll be where Cardano kind of stays for a little bit, trying to figure out what the next move is going to be, whether it'll be up or whether it'll be down. And whether it's up or down in the long term, I think Cardano has the ability to go back to at least $1.50 based on the fundamentals. And based on everything that's going on in that community through thick and thin, the Cardano community has remained strong. Charles Hoskinson has been, a pillar to what Cardano is doing, and he hasn't gone anywhere. He's still making his YouTube channel. He's still briefing on what's going on and giving us updates, and he hasn't run from things, even when there's been a bear market and a lot of people have really stopped talking about the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Charles Hoskinson has not done that, and that gives me a lot more confidence in this. So if it does reach 60,000, I would still be a buyer at that point, and I would consider that an accumulation phase as we go on to our next level. which would probably be around the 86-cent level based on historical data. Now, another thing I wanted to look at was these are the coins that have been trading the most recently. All right, so these have the most volume, and we have Tether, which makes sense because Tether is a stable coin, and a lot of people are, as they transition to different cryptocurrencies, a lot of people are putting it into Tether or other stable coins that they trust. You have Bitcoin over here, you have Ethereum, USD coin, which is another stable coin. First Digital USD, another stable coin. You have Solana, Dogecoin, which is up here. So all of these have a lot of volume right now. As we talked about, Cardano is up here. Even a crowd favorite, Shiba is on here. So this is the reason I was telling you that I liked this website. If you haven't heard of a specific coin and you go over here, it tells you what category it's in. So right here you have Bitcoin. It's a cryptocurrency. It's a one layer. It'll tell you if it's a stable coin. Ethereum, it's a smart contract. Then you have your stable coins over here. It's funny. It says memes. So Dogecoin, it says memes, cryptocurrency layer one. So it tells you what kind of market it's in. So Ordinals, which is one that a lot of people haven't really heard of. It's in the NFTs and collectible space. All right. Another page that I like to look on here is the volatile, the ones that are the most volatile, which means they're trading really, really high or really, really low on a lot of volume. And you have Titan Swap, which is slightly up. But yesterday, when I looked at this was at like four I would think it was like 40,000% increase, and it's pretty crazy. All right, so that's one thing you need to look at. Another one I saw on here that was interesting. Let's see if I could find it still. Uh, it was FTX coin was on here yesterday, and it was actually going up, which is kind of strange. But maybe it has to deal with the fact that the whole Sam Bankman-Fried trial is over. He's gotten his punishment. Oh, here it is. FTX coin. It's up a lot less than it was yesterday. The volatility percentage is 27.69%. It's currently trading at $4 per coin, which is way below what it was trading at previously. So if we look at the chart, we'll see it on the super charts right now. You can see where it's at right now. It's trading way above where it has been, but if we go look at a historical chart, it's obviously way below where it once was at $73. So keep your eye on that. This could be, as this platform recovers, this could be a big winner as people start gaining more confidence in the platform now that Sam Bankman-Fried is out and he's not, a part of the organization anymore. So just keep that in mind. All right. So with all that said, um, I'm still treating this as I have been treating it, slightly dollar cost averaging um, in my own method, not something I made up, but something I like to do, which is more of price cost averaging, which means I do put money in on a consistent basis into different cryptocurrencies, but I don't do it based on a weekly schedule, daily schedule, monthly schedule. I do it based on a price. Like if I see it down a certain amount, whether it be 4%, and it's not a cookie cutter answer for everything because things different coins are different and I treat them all differently. So it's not all based on it. Bitcoin's down 5%. It doesn't mean the same thing as if XRP is down 5%. So I look at it like that. So there's different coins where I'll slide in and put in different money. The platforms that I'm trading on currently are I haven't really used Binance as much as I used to. I still have a lot of coins in there, but since they stopped allowing withdrawals or putting in the US dollar, I haven't really used Binance US as much. I just let my money that's in there flow. The money, I still use eToro. I still use crypto.com, which is the one that I've been using the most. I like that they make it easy to stake your coins that you have. That way, my coins that are in there are still making me some money back while they sit there. Obviously, the percentages that I get back have gone down, but Polkadot is still giving me about a 12% return. And currently, the market's going up. So not only am I getting that 12% from Polkadot, uh, the I'm getting the return back as the coin goes up as well. So it's like a net win in both directions. For coins that aren't going up as much, you still have that little bit of cash flow coming in. And just because I buy and buy and buy doesn't mean I don't sell as well. If a coin goes up a certain amount, if I like Cardano goes up 20%, doesn't mean that I'm not going to take some money out because I'm not going to sell 100% of my investment, but it only makes sense to take something out, put it back on the sidelines, maybe invest it in something else, and just wait for the market to either go back up or go down and show me what it's going to do next. The times in the market where it's kind of going sideways for a few weeks, a few months, I consider those accumulation phases, and that's when I really do my price discovery. I start going in there and looking, is this coin down? Why is it down? Oh, not really a big reason. All right, let me put another small investment in there. And that has worked for me during the last 5 years. I've really made a lot of money, both by selling, by holding. Even when the market's gone down a lot, I've stuck with it, and I've had zero regrets. But if you have any more questions or you want to see my portfolio exactly the way it is, like, I'm willing to share it, but let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what you guys are doing. I want to know the strategy that you guys are taking when it comes to the cryptocurrency market as a whole. All right. As always, press that like button, invest in me, invest in yourself. Keep watching this channel. All right.